Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, your sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see, getting closer? Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's the preacher and the pulpit and your blinded motion. There's something breaking at the brink of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night? Impossible comes true, it's taking over you.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Super Rink. It's the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres taking on the Lovell Academy Lions here on this fine Saturday evening up in Blaine, Minnesota. Your starting lineup for the Sabres is going to be Ligda, along with Belanger and Charlotte Lee. Blue liners are going to be Vernig and Hall. In the right wing corner, Quinn Kelly has the net. 15 minutes around the clock, and the Sabres are working from left to right if you're listening on the radio. Sabres are dressed in their away maroons, black shoulders with a white stripe around the front and back, white numbers. They're going to have a black and white stripe around the armband, waist, and socks. For the Lovell Academy Lions, they're going to be dressed in their home whites, the blue on the shoulder pads. They're going to have a blue stripe and blue and gold stripe around the waist, armbands, and socks. And their shells are going to be blue with a vertical gold and white stripe. Down in the left wing corner, Conklin coming in on the forecheck. Here comes Nora Patek going to work here to the near side. Play broken up by Krushelnyski. She walks in right wing corner, down behind the goal line. One way knocked away by Lovell Academy. Krushelnyski blows it to her. Conklin comes in, puts the girl on the wall from the Lions on the far side. Lovell breaking it out. Up the ice they go. Got behind the defender on the breakaway, coming in against Kelly. Trying to make a move, and she doesn't get the shot off. Picked up here by Patek. Patek up off the glass. Out of the zone it goes. Going to spin on to her end. Top of the right circle here to the near side. Lovell breaking right back up the ice, trying to catch him in a line change. Offsides is going to be the call. And we're going to get a whistle at 13:40 to go here in the period. Face off just outside the zone right in front of us. Your lineup out there now for the Sabres: Juliana Golden on left wing, Eva Molnar on center, and Jocelyn Field at right wing. Blue liners are going to be Adrian Erickson and Gianna Monaco. Face off just outside the zone, won by the Lions. Going to throw one in past G, all the way down behind the net of Big Q. Picked up by Rocky. Rocky off the far side for Golden. Golden digs one out of the boards. Met by Erickson. Puck goes behind the net for G. G here to the near side. Sends it over to Field. Field left wing hash marks. Sends up off the glass, bouncing puck here, right point. Putting pressure on it is Molnar. Picked up by Field. Puck is loose at center. Knocked free for Gianna, who corrals it. Gets the center, sends one forward. Into the hands of Golden. Drops it for Molnar. We're going to get offsides. That puck did not enter the zone first. At 13:11 to go here in the period. And a face-off just outside the zone, likely to be in front of the Lion benches. It is, and Coach Ellie goes for the line change. It's Monaco up front along with King and Conklin. Blue liners are going to be Vernig and Hall. Hall creeping out here wide right. Conklin getting instructions from the line judge / referee. Face-off won by the Lions, sent hard into Q. Q got to make the save. Hall gets put in the wall. Coming over here is King. King out to Conklin. Conklin shoves out of the zone, and they go DDD on the far side. Coming in towards Monaco. Right wing circle towards Vernig. Fires a shot over the crossbar. Here to the near side for Hall. Hall down behind the goal line. Coming in towards Vernig. Trying to push it back behind the net of Kelly. Back over to King. King to Vernig. Vernig comes in the right wing corner. Sends it over to Monaco. Monaco dragging it forward in front of the Sabre benches. At center, Monaco gets it, sends it in deep, and the Sabres get the line change in at 12:33. Conklin comes in, cuts it off the right wing hash marks. Over towards Belanger now. In comes Brooklyn Ligda. Ligda at center, or on the half wall, kept in towards Hall. Hall going to slam it back into the corner for Belanger. Belanger walks in, fires one off the crossbar. Rebound out for Vernig. Vernig fires one just in front of the blue paint, swings over here to the near side. Over comes Charlotte Lee, coming in hard. Out towards Belanger. Belanger cuts back, sends one over to the middle. Out of the zone it goes, and the Sabres are going to have to regroup. Pape sends it over to Hall. Hall collects it. Back behind the backbacks for sure. Charlotte Lee, who sends it in the right wing corner. And we're down behind the goal line. It goes for Belanger on the forecheck, around towards Lee. Lee tipped it up, kicked away by the Lions, back in the hands of their forwards. Charlotte Lee cuts it off at center and right back out into the hands of the defenseman. Going cross ice, D towards Pape. Sent into the right wing corner for Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski drags it over on the far side, runs into the boards, shoved forward by Ligda, picked up here by Belanger. Belanger coming across center, waits patiently and sends one in deep. Brings it from right to left. Bad bounce off the doors and picked up here by the Lions, cut off by Tommy C. Cinquino on the forecheck now, backing up is Pape. Into the goal line, intercepted by Pape, who backhands one, kept in by the Lions. Knocked out of the zone by Cinquino, pushed forward by Conklin. Conklin going to work here to the near side. Matea down behind the goal line, right to left. Knocked loose by the Lions, trying to go back behind Conklin. They do, pinching it hard is going to be Gianna. Gianna sends it back behind the line. Into the goal line, corner, cut off by Patak. Patak puts the girl on the wall. Puck swings over here to the near side for the Zamdors. Breaking out past Cinquino, and here comes the Lions in front of Patak and G. Top of the slot, fires a shot wide right of Kelly. On the far side, Monaco going to get to it. Cut off by the Lions, thrown back over here to the near side. And it's going to be Pape going in to get it. Fished out by the Lions first, sent back behind the net in the right wing corner. And it's going to be Gianna Monaco coming to get it. Gianna sends it behind the net for Pape. Pape picking up left wing side, slams one out to Conklin. Conklin tips one out of the zone. And it's picked up by the Lions as Conklin blows the tire. Out towards Cinquino, thrown into the right wing corner for Pape. Pape down low, she pinches it, shoves it over here to G. G with a little bit of time and space. Hits Molnar. Molnar up to Golden. Golden's got Field on the right. Molnar, Colton sends it in the left corner to be picked up here by Molnar on the forecheck. Out towards Vernig. Vernig stuffs at the blue line. Loose change picked up by Field. And Belly on the right wing hash wall. Coming in is going to be Golden. Golden stuffs the puck on the right wing half wall now. Picked up by the Lions, thrown right into her own defense teammate. Into the back in the corner for Vernig. Vernig swings it over to the far side. Molnar up to Golden. Golden muscling front toward. Cut off by Field, thrown back behind the net of Kelly. Collected by Andy Hall, who chips one back out to Golden. Golden can't get it out. Picked up by the defender. Fires a shot. Pad save off a Q. Over here to Field. Field pushing it up the ice across the blue line. Hits Golden into the corner it goes. Golden gets run off in the corner. Picked up by the Lions. Golden still on a forecheck. She puts a body on a girl and dishes it out to the far side. Hall comes in. Knocked it free. Pinching in is going to be Cinquino back behind the net. And Tommy C on the forecheck into the right wing corner in front of the Zamdors. Breaking it up is going to be the Lions. Cut off by Elena Monaco. She runs the girl off. And it's picked up left wing circle by the Lions. Back behind the net for Hall. Hall A little bit of time and space. Got field here on the far near side. Curling back around. She didn't like it, but she's got time and space. Pushed off the puck by Tommy C. Monaco gets to the blue line. They send it in deep. It's Monaco and Dylan King on the forecheck. King comes in left wing hash mark. Sends it over to Cinquino. Backing up is Elena. Monaco picks it up, sends it up off the boards. Puck goes down behind the goal line. Here comes Dylan King on a forecheck along with Monaco in support. Monaco to the left wing corner in front of the goal line. King goes down. Elena gets tripped up there by a stick and falls on it. We're going to get a whistle at 8:48 to go here in the period. And we'll get an offensive zone faceoff for the Sabres. Meanwhile, back where you are, you get to see Sophia Monaco running the camera here for just a second while I braid her hair before her game. So out there now is going to be Belanger on the faceoff, Ligda on the half wall, and Charlotte Lee in the slot. Blue liners are going to be Pape and Krushelnyski. Pape sends one to the slot, intercepted by the Lions, and they're calling back behind the net. Charlotte Lee on the forecheck, going to take her out the outside, cut off by Ligda. Puck is bouncing towards the Lion benches. Backing up is Krushelnyski. Pape cuts it off. Puck has it a right wing half wall. Head to the middle, shot blocked by Krushelnyski, and she picks up the loose change. Headman's it to Belanger. Pass Belanger inside the zone. The Pride of Quebec coming in on the forecheck. Charlotte Lee picks it off and sends one in deep. Down in the right wing corner it goes. 8:11 remaining here in the period. Belanger forces the defender to send it right back here to the near side. Backing up is Pape. Lions breaking it up the ice, entering the zone here to the near side. All the way down top of the left circle. Pass intercepted by Gianna, who's going to pull it behind the net of Q. And backhands one over here to Conklin. Conklin off the left wing half wall. Gorbatenko flip out of the zone into the hands of the Lions defender. Picked up by Conklin. Conklin patiently waiting. Now she enters the zone. Is there good onside? Fired a shot. Blocked by the defender. Back in the right wing corner. It's picked up. Come out of the zone towards Gianna. Gianna gets it. Sends it back into the right wing corner by the Zamdors. Tommy C. going to work behind the net. Tommy pinned in by one. Loose change for Conklin. Patak backing up. And there's 7:30 to go here in the period. Down behind the goal line, it's still going to be three Sabres down there. Patak going to come over with the loose change on the far side. Backing up is Krushelnyski. Gianna holding the right point. Off a Conklin stick. Down low for Tommy C. Tommy going to take her toward the Zamdors, and Tommy C. going to the penalty box. Hooking is going to be the call. Good luck, Sophia. Skate well. So Tommy C. going to the sin bin here early. Well, not early, halfway through the first. At 7:13. Hooking will be the call on Tommy. In period number one, the Sabres are going to be shorthanded. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Your penalty killers out there now are going to be Charlotte Lee on the faceoff. Ligda is your other forward. Vernig and Hall are your defenders. Out to the far side. Here comes Ligda pushing it away. Knocked loose from the defender back into the hands of the Lions. They're going to throw it away out of the zone. And it's going to be collected by the Lions. Right in front of their own blue line now. Right to left. Going to cycle it over. No, hanging on to it. Towards Ligda. In front of Vernig. Left wing circle. Makes a move on it. Taken down by Hall. Saved by Q. Took the fire shot. Blocked by Ligda. Puck's going to squirt out of the zone. And it's collected by the Lions. They're going to drop it back. Go on the far side now in front of those Sabre benches. Towards Vernig. Ligda tracing. Doesn't bite on the fake. Throwing him in the right wing corner for Vernig. Vernig drags it forward and going to get it and send it all the way down behind the net. Sewed up by the goaltender. Boy, off the post there. She almost lost. That was scary. And it's picked up by the Lions. Chip past since Conklin. Elena Monaco, the one-man wrecking crew out there now. Around Pape, bottom of the right circle. Centering pass saved by Quinn Kelly. She's going to smother it. We're going to get a whistle. At 6:34 to go here in the first, 1:02 remaining on that Classic Packaging PK. And Coach Ellie going for the line change up front. Defensively, it'll be Monaco and Krushelnyski, and it'll be Ligda and Lee are your forwards. In the slot goes Krushelnyski, then Ligda. Monaco on the half wall. Face off one towards G. She swatted it away, and it's punched into the left wing corner here by the Lions. Looking to set up shop. On the far side, here comes Gianna. Gianna sending one up in the air. Sealed up the wall is going to be the Lions. Picked back up by G. She sends it back behind the net for Krushelnyski, who chips one here to Ligda. Ligda gets to it and sends one out of the zone. And it's going to be picked up by the Lions in their own neutral zone, dropping it back on the far side in front of the benches now. Up the ice they go. Tipped away and knocked loose by Gianna. And there's a dive if I ever saw one. Interference is going to be the call on Gianna. at 5:45. Looked like a stiff breeze knocked over the girl from the Lions on that one. 5-on-3 will be for 32 seconds. And then it'll be another minute 28 to go on that classic packaging PK. Coach Ellie having some words for the referee. And they're having some back and forth discussion there over by the bench. Coach Ellie not happy with that call, I guarantee it. Faceoff goes to the right wing circle to the left of Q. It's going to be Lee, Hall, and Vernig as the Lions collected off the faceoff. Going over here to the left point. Towards the middle, back out high slot towards Lee. Looking to fire a shot, shot blocked by Hall. Back out to the right point, collected by the Lions. 17 seconds to go on that 5-on-3. Looking to fire it, spins it back out to the front towards Hall, firing a shot. Blocked by Hall once again, picked up by Andy. He's going to backhand it forward. Collected by the Lions, back towards the blue line. Hall doesn't bite on the fake. 3 seconds to go on that classic packaging 5-on-3. Looks to fire it across on the back door. Net is off. There's no goal. Let's look at the replay, folks, because I believe the net was off before that puck went in. Let's see it. Puck was on the back door, and that net was off before. That net was off before the puck went in. On the replay right here, folks. Let's see if Shattuck gets homered. They're looking to see if the power play was over. Not sure if it was, but I can tell you it was no goal. As you can see clearly, the net comes off before the puck goes in the net. So there's a minute 26 remaining. There would have been a minute 28 had the power play ended on time. See if anybody here knows how to do math. And we're back out to center ice. See who Coach Ellie sends out there now. It's going to be Ligda, Belanger, and Lee, along with G and Krushelnyski on D. The classic packaging PK is over. And it is 1-0 Lions. Face-off won by Belanger. Dropping it back is going to be the Lions. They're going to pull it right up the ice here. In front of Gianna, wide right into the goal line she goes. Poke check by G, down behind the goal line, reaching here to the near side. Belanger out, giving chase, back into the left wing corner. Picked up by Belanger, she throws it over to Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski to Ligda, Ligda gonna collect it, here's 3-on-2 the other way. Here comes Ligda across the blue line, offsides is gonna be the call. As Belanger was tripped up there trying to hold the line at 4:45. And a face-off just in front of the blue line by the Lion benches. It's going to be Field, Molnar, and Golden, I believe that is. It's going to be Pape and Hall. Golden sends over to Pape, Pape to Hall. Hall here to the near side, gets across center. You're going to swing it down in the left wing corner. Right to left on the far side. Golden comes in to get it. Tied up for Molnar. Golden still battling it out, trying to push it loose. Golden, the girl got it right on her back. She can't get it, but it's Golden hanging on to that puck, doing a nice job as Juliana. Field trying to pull it out. Backing up is Molnar. Molnar on the defensive side of it. Golden goes down. Girl's got a stick underneath of Golden. Golden still doing a good job hanging on. It sends it out to the point for Pape. Pape's going to fire a shot. Glove down in the air, and Field comes in looking for the second look opportunity. And Golden came over and gave that girl a shot from the Lions. Going to get chippy, folks. 4:07 to go here in the period. Face-off goes to the right wing circle. It'll be Cinquino. Patak, Conklin up front. Pape and Hall on the blue line from left to right. Conklin tied up. Coming away with it is going to be the Lions. Thrown off by the glass, all the way down by Q. Picked up by the defender. Send back pass, saved by Quinn Kelly. Over here to the near side. Far side rather, out towards Cinquino. Cross-ice pass, picked up by Conklin. Looks to fire a shot. Into the right wing corner it goes. Out to the right point. Firing one low. Shot blocked by Conklin. Conklin can't get it out of the zone. Taking down his Conklin in front of the slot. Back behind the net. Hall's going to put her in the wall. I'm going to draw the penalty here as Belanger touches it. Patak touches it. And at 3:30 to go here in the period, Andy Hall headed to the sin bin. Third penalty of the period already for the Sabres. Cross-checking is the call as we head to the PK once again. This penalty brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts Coffee. America runs on Dunkin'. Dunkin' Donuts Coffee, the official coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. Parents, your penalty killer out there now are going to be Charlotte Lee along with Brooklyn Ligda, Vernig, and G. Monaco. Out to the point, knocked down by Ligda, into the right corner for Monaco. Monaco cracks one into the glass, picked up by Lee. Lee going to backhand one out of the zone, and right into the hands of the Lions, who regrouping here to the near side. Up the ice she goes one-on-one, top of the left circle, left wing half wall, looking to set things up. Cross-ice pass, top of the circle, out to the near side. Ligda collecting, over to Lee, back over to Lovell. Here to the near side, Monaco comes out, back down low on the post, sent one back to the high slot, out towards Ligda, fakes over towards G. Firing a shot, saved by Q. Down towards Vernig, Vernig hacks at it, pops it loose behind the net. Here to the near side, back in the right wing corner, Lee gonna come in, now backs it up, chips it loose to Ligda. Ligda gonna bounce one towards the right point, kept in by the Lions, over towards Vernig. Here to the near far side, out to the right point once again. Lee coming over, makes a move to the outside, right circle towards Vernig. Popped loose by Vernig, knocked off the puck by Ligda. And knocked loose by Vernig once again, muscled forward by Ligda, out towards Lee. Over here to the near side towards Monaco, back to the high point for Ligda. Over towards Lee. 43 seconds to go, out towards Ligda, touch over here to the near side, trying to get the misshapen box, trying to fire a one-timer. Saved by Quinn Kelly, she's gonna smother it, and we're gonna get a whistle right in front of the net. 2:05 to go here in the period. 35 seconds to go on that Dunkin' Donuts PK. And Coach Ellie goes for the line change. There's going to be an ice cut after this period as this game started on dirty ice. It's going to be Conklin and Cinquino, I believe, up front. Krushelnyski and Pape on D. And out to the far side towards Conklin. Coming out, shot blocked, looking to fire a shot and saved by Kelly here to the near side. Cinquino backing up towards Krushelnyski now, left point. Walking the line on the far side, goes over towards Conklin. Back out to the front to Cinquini. Makes a move around, trying to fire a backhand shot. Blocker saved by Kelly. Out to the outside, top of the right circle, 11 seconds to go. Thrown away into the right wing corner, down low. Picked up by the Lions, past Pape on the far side now. Cinquino giving chase out to the right point. Chipping one into the air on the far side, comes down as Pape. Throwing it back behind the net. In front, swatted away by Kelly. The net is off. And we're going to get a whistle at 1:24, and we are even strength, folks. And an offensive zone face-off for the Lions. Your lineup out there now is going to be Belanger at center. Golden in the slot along with Field. Blue liners are going to be Hall and I believe that's Josie Vernig. Oh, maybe Adrian Erickson. I can't tell. She's behind Jocelyn Field. And they're kicking the centerman out of the face-off circle. Face-off won by Belanger to Hall. Hall swings over to the far side trying to hit Golden. She gets it to her. Golden drags one forward into the zone. Picked up here by the Lions. Fanning on is going to be a defender. Down to the right left wing corner. Cut off here by the Lions. Thrown up here to the near side. Backing up is Hall. It's going to be Isby Erickson with Hall. Erickson sends one up the boards right back inside the zone, and we're good as the Sabres touch up. 1:03 to go here in the period. Out towards Golden. Golden picks her pocket. Juliana goes around here to the near side. Curling back around, sends it behind the net. Looking for Belanger. Belanger to Golden. Golden over to Hall. Hall. Forehand, backhand, sends it into the corner for Belanger. Top of the right circle, chipped out of the zone by the Lions, collected by Hall. And the Sabres going to regroup quick. Field makes the move, drops it back to Hall. Lions are going to get back on their defensive coverage in the zone for Golden. Golden going to work here in the left wing corner. Forces the girl to throw it over here to the near side. That by Field. Out to the right point. Cut off by Josie Vernig. Backing up is Hall on the far side. Hall across her own blue line. Drops it for Vernig. Vernig here to the near side across her own blue line now. Gets the center. Backhands one into the zone. And it's going to be Patak on the forecheck along with Cinquino. Swung over here with 18 seconds by the Zamdors. Conklin cuts it off. Cinquino top of the circle here right at the right point. And it comes away with the loose change is going to be the Lions. On the far side, pushing it up the ice in front of Hall. Just across the blue line, drops it to the field. Cinquino puts her in the wall. Right wing hash marks, right corner. Play broken up by Cinquino. And that sound is the end of the first period. So at the end of one, it should be 0-0, but it's not on the scoreboard as we head to the first intermission for the ice cut. This intermission brought to you by D'Amato's Bakery and Subs on Grand Avenue in May in Chicago, Illinois. D'Amato's Bakery and Subs. Our bread, your butter. Stop in and see Rosanna. Tell her I said hi, folks. Enjoy the intermission and the ice cut. Welcome back, folks, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready for some second period hockey. Your starting lineup for the second: Cinquino, Patak, Conklin, Hall, and G on D. Q has the net. 15 minutes are on the clock. Face-off one back to Monaco. Monaco to Hall. Hall to Cinquino. Send it in. Cinquino chipping it back down behind the goal line for Patak. Out comes Conklin. Leaves it over for G. Shoved past G. It's going to be Cinquino on the back check now in front of Hall. One-on-one. Cinquino ties her up. Leaves it in front. Poke checked away by Patak. And Patak over to the far side for Conklin. Conklin pushing it up the ice across center. Going to send one in deep. Down behind the netminder of the Lions. Dropping it for the defender. 3 girls down low for the Lions. Cut off by Andy Hall. Puck is loose here to the near side for Field. Out towards Belanger. Belanger gets it back on side. Makes a move. Here comes Eva Belanger, the pride of Quebec. Curling around here to the near side. Got Hall open left point. Over Hall, stick out of the zone, and the Sabres are going to have to regroup. Up the ice she goes. Intercepted by the Lions. Poke check by Hall. Hall collects the loose change. Gives down to one knee. Gets right back up. And it'll be hitting Belanger. Belanger inside the zone. Makes a move into the left wing corner. Eva going to work. Hung up down below. Popped off the puck by Field. Picked up here by Charlotte Lee. Over to Field. Back to Lee. Lee back to Field. Harassed by the Lions. Picked up here past Belanger. And it goes over to the far side. Out to the right point. Towards Vernig. Chipped around Vernig. Towards Emma Pate. Puck's going to go all the way down. No icing as it gets waved off down behind the goal line. Picked up by the Lions. Sent out to the left point. Coming over here to the near side. Out towards Jocelyn Field, down behind the goal line. Picked up by Vernig, releasing towards Pape. Chips it back down behind the goal line, looking for the give and go. Blocked by Vernig, swatted away by Lee on the far side at 13:23. At the left point, Lions going to work. Taking a far shot, blocked by Charlotte Lee. Chip forward by Field. That puck's going to go all the way down, going to be stopped by the goaltender. And it's going to be collected by the Lions. Here comes Charlotte Lee on the forecheck now. Cutting back on the outside, met by Molnar, chipping it up the ice, trying to knock it down past Vernig, slowed up by the Lions, back the other way, in towards Ligda. Ligda going to take it down in the right wing corner. Ligda gets to it, coming in is Molnar. Molnar knocks it loose, past Ligda now, swung over here to the near side for Vernig. Vernig in front of the Zam doors and behind the net. Sent over here to the near side for Molnar. Molnar trying to push it up the ice, could not get it over to Gold. Back behind the net for Josie. Josie slamming up Lions, take away the wall. Blocked by Molnar, back in the hands of the Lions. Vernig comes in, knocked it free. Lions controlling, looks to fire a shot, saved by Quinn Kelly. And it's stuffed in on the rebound in front of the net. At 12:31 to go here in the second. Number 15 on the rebound. 2-0 is the score as we make our way back out to center ice. The lineup for the Sabres is going to be Cinquino along with Patak and Conklin. Blue liners are going to be Eriksson and Krushelnyski. Patak wins the faceoff back to Jaden. Krushelnyski going to go up the ice. Backhands one in the zone behind the net of the Lions. Picked up by the Lions defender. Cut off by Cinquino. Patak coming in. Left wing corner now. Pushing it up towards Eriksson. Up here to the near side. Try to make a move towards center. Around Krushelnyski. Goes to the far side. Met by Eriksson. Dropped it for Patak. Picked up here in front of the net. Krushelnyski doing a good job tying it up. Trying to slide one over. Saved by Quinn Kelly. Picked up here by the Sabres, and they're going to throw it away for the icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 12 minutes to go here in the period. And a face-off going to the left wing circle to the right of Q. Out there now is going to be Belanger, Field, and Hall. Monaco sisters out there. It goes Field along with G and Elena from left to right in front of Kelly, and the centerman being tossed out of the face-off circle. Belanger going to take your draw. Hall along the half wall. Face-off one to the Lions. Out here to the near side. Looks to fire a shot. Saved by Kelly. Back behind the net for Belanger and Hall. Cycling back down here to the near side. Gianna going to push her into the corner. Mohawk around. Gianna cuts her off. Chipping up here to the near side. Right point. Gianna Elena coming in. Right wing hash marks. Back over to the right point. Out of the high slot towards Field. Firing a shot. Saved by Q for Hall. Hall over here to Belanger. Belanger trying to get it over to Elena. She does. Girl blows a tire. Send it in the left wing corner. Is going to be Field going to work. We're going to get an icing, and we're going to bring that one all the way back. 11:31 to go here in the period. Out there now will be Charlotte Lee on your face-off. Golden and Ligda are your wingers. Vernig and Pape on the blue line. Vernig in the slot, Pape on the half wall. And they're kicking Lee out of the face-off circle. Ligda going to come over and take it. Ligda win the cleanly back to Pape. Pape down to Vernig. Vernig in the left wing corner now. Over to the far side, intercepted by the Lions. Going to work here to the near side. Chip pass Golden, down behind the goal line. Coming in is going to be Pape. Harassed by Lee. On the far side, Ligda picks it up. Ligda pushing it forward, knocked down by Pape in the left wing corner, picked up by the Lions. Coming in is Vernig. Vernig takes her down here to behind the net for Golden. And we're going to get a call from the high side. The high referee body checking will be the call at 11:05. Vernig headed to the sin bin. And the Sabres shorthanded once again. Fourth penalty on the Shattuck this evening. One more. And those of you in attendance to today's game will get yourself a coupon for a free crumble cookie. That coupon only good on Sundays. Your penalty kill now brought to you by Tim Hortons. There's always time for Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons, the official Canadian coffee of the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres parents. Your penalty killers are going to be Conklin and Belanger. Blue liners are Monaco and Krushelnyski. Working it over here to the near far side. Centering pass broken up by Conklin. Conklin going to throw one out of midair. Belanger and Krushelnyski coming in on the forecheck. Knocked down, bad bounce off the glass, and it came caroming out hard. Here comes the Lions going to work in front of G. Top of the right circle. Down to the goal line. Monaco going to bite her off the puck. Picked back up by the Lions out to the point towards Conklin. Over to the far side for Belanger. Left circle out here to the near side. Looking to come in, firing a shot. Saved by Quinn Kelly. No rebound given at 10:23 to go here in the period. Sabres go for the line change. Headed out there now will be Ligda and Lee, Pape and Hall. Face-off goes to the left of Q in the right wing circle. Lee going to take your face-off. And Lee gets thrown out of the face-off circle once again. Face-off won by the Lions. And Lee harassing left point out to the high slot. Looks to fire a shot into the left wing corner for Hall. Hall here to the near side. 3 on Hall. She's doing a good job keeping away. Picked back up on the Lions. They swing it out to the point for Ligda. Over to the near side. Comes out. Fires a shot. Saved by Kelly. Rebound into the left wing corner. Lions laying all over the ice. High left circle. Looks to fire a shot. Saved by Kelly. No rebound given. As Pape came in to tie up the sticks at 10 minutes even. 56 seconds to go on that Timmy Hortons PK. Headed out there now will be Krushelnyski and G on D. Conklin and Belanger up front. Monaco in the slot with Belanger. Conklin got to take your face-off. Face-off won by the Lions. Out to the left point. Walking it in towards Conklin. Looks to fire a shot wide left of Q here to the near side for Belanger. Knocked loose by the Lions. Gianna comes in. On Gianna on the half wall. Picked back up by the Lions. Top of the left circle. Knocked loose by Conklin. Over to Krushelnyski, who sends one out of the zone. And it's going to be Belanger on the forecheck. Then backing up, holding the line is going to be the Sabres. And here comes the Lions, pushing it up against Belanger. Jocelyn Field joins the fray in front of Gianna, top of the right circle. Dropping it high right circle to the face-off dot. Now out to the high slot, firing a shot low. Tip and a save by Q, picked up by Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski bouncing up towards the goal off the glass. Knocked down at the blue line by Field, who sends one out of the zone and clears with 10 seconds to go on this Timmy Hortons PK. Right up here to the near side in front of Gianna. 5 seconds to go. Making a move across. Gianna forced her to go into the right left wing corner with it. Down comes Krushelnyski, and we are even strength. Left wing corner, knocked loose by Lee, picked up by Field. Field over here to the far side, across the blue line she goes. Field makes a move to the blue line, kicked it in by the Lions. Coming in is Lee, swung over here to the near side. Back around, Lee picks her pocket down the left wing corner. Knocked away by the Lions, coming in is going to be Golden. Golden back behind the net, trying to get it to Lee. In comes Field. Golden sends it up the boards to Erickson. Picked off by the Lions first. Going cross ice. Here they're coming up against Hall. One has the net against Hall. Fires one off of Andy's stick up into the netting. It goes out of play at 8:33 to go here in the second period. Face off in the left wing circle. It'll be Field. Nope, looks like we're headed for the line change. It'll be Patak along with Ligda and Cinquino, Erickson and Erickson and Hall on D. And Patak gets thrown out of the face-off circle. Referee having words with Andy Hall. Face-off one for Ligda. In the left wing corner for Hall. Hall taken down, picked up here by Patak, cut off by Hall, knocked loose by Ligda. Puck's going to slide out of the zone and be collected by the Lions over here to the near side. Blocked by Cinquino. Cinquino across center, going to send one in deep. Patak on the forecheck now, down behind the goal line. Patak going to beat her to it. Goes over to the far side for Ligda. Knocked past Patak, picked up by the Lions here, left wing side, chip past Cinquino, and here they're coming up the ice. Poke check by Hall, intercepted by Ligda. Ligda coming over to center, headmans it into the zone. It's collected by the Lions first, and the Sabres get the line change in. 7:53 to go. Lions waiting patiently behind their net, looking for it. Monaco on the right side. Monaco blocks it. Looking right wing corner. Monaco waiting for support. Now comes Molnar. Molnar comes into it. Loose change picked up by the Lions. Monaco on the back check into the hands of Hall. And the Sabres are back on side. They're going to throw it in deep. And it's going to be Monaco and Molnar on the forecheck in the right wing corner. Monaco coming in now, backing up. King gets it on the defensive side of it. King down at the goal line. Monaco looking like she's waiting for that puck just to squirt out there. King over to Monaco. Monaco out to the point for Vernig. Vernig right point over to the Hall, left point. Hall fires a clapper, fans on it, down for Molnar. Molnar to Monaco on the back of it, fires one to the pans. Saved by the goaltender. Monaco again fires one, another save. Rebound out to King. Bouncing pass out to Hall. Hall over to Vernig. Vernig right point. Fires one low. Tipped by King. Saved by the goaltender in the left wing corner for Monaco. Monaco in the left corner. Sends up the hash marks. Picked up by the Lions who throw it away all the way down in the left wing corner for the icing. As Vernig touches it, and we're going to bring that one all the way back. 6:54 to go here in the period. Some good pressure by the Sabres on that rush. As Coach Ellie goes for the line change. It'll be Golden along with Belanger and Conklin. Pape and Krushelnyski on D. Conklin going to take in the slot there. Belanger in your face-off. Face-off one to Golden. Golden trying to get it to Pape. Cut off by the Lions first. Golden got to get on the back check there. Puck is thrown away by the Lions on the far side for Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski sends it in deep, right to left. Swinging in the near corner for Belanger. Belanger puts it in the wall. Golden comes in to knock it loose. Here comes Conklin up the half wall. Conklin fires a shot. Blocker save up into the air behind the net for Belanger. Belanger couldn't corral it. Knocked loose by the Lions into the far side. Here comes Conklin. Cut it up here to the middle, right in front of Pape. On the far side, Pape going to hook it up in the right wing corner, down low. Pape throws her in the wall, puts it off in the left wing corner for Belanger now. Out to the left hash marks, top of the left circle, around in front of Conklin. Come across here to the near side, thrown into the right wing corner, down behind the goal line. Into the left wing corner, Krushelnyski got to go and get it with 6 minutes to go. In front, makes a move around Krushelnyski, swatted away by Golden. Golden picks it up here to the near side. And it's be collected by Krushelnyski, who fires a shot, and we're going to get a whistle and a power play for the Sabres. Hooking will be the call at 5:58. And number 5 headed to the sin bin. This power play brought to you by Jay's Beef in Harwood Heights on Montrose and Narragansett. Jay's Beef. You've tried the rest, now try the best. Stop in and see Jay, Johnny, Frankie, the Fortuna brothers. Tell them I said hi, folks. Your power play unit out there now will be Lee along with Krushelnyski and Belanger up front. Hall and Katonklin are your blue liners. Hall into the corner. Down low for Lee. Lee over in the left wing corner now here to the near side. Out to Hall, left point. Hall patiently waiting. Sends it over to the far side for Belanger, top of the right circle. Belanger into the corner for Krushelnyski. Fires a shot. Rebound, glove down by Conklin. Knocked loose by the end of the corner, left wing corner for Conklin. Coming over here to the near side for Lee. Lee, left wing corner, sends it out to Hall at the left point. Hall walking the line like Johnny Cash. Inside, chips it over here to Conklin. Conklin back to in the side for Lee. Lee looking for Conklin on the give and go. Glove down by Hall. And it's back in the hands of Andy Hall as they pull it back inside their own zone. Hall goes cross ice for Belanger. Belanger to Conklin. Conklin forward to Lee. And they enter the zone here to the near side. Charlotte Lee, left wing circle, down behind the goal line. She goes left to right. Hits Field on the far side. Field on the half wall. And we're going to get a 5-on-3, folks. Here they're coming the other way. It's going to be picked up by Q. Golden coming in. 56 seconds to go. They should have let them touch the puck and get as much time on that 5-on-3. It's finally going to be touched by the Lions. And we're going to get a whistle here at 4:46. Here in the second period, number 9 headed to the sin bin for body checking. Then it'll be a 5-on-3 now on this Jays Beef power play for 48 seconds. Out there now for the Sabres is going to be Field at your center. Patak and Golden in the slot. Vernig and G on D. Patak got to come in as Field gets tossed out of the face-off circle. Face-off one in the left wing corner. Coming down low is going to be Field. Picked up by Vernig. Vernig bouncing to the outside. Over to G. G, right point. Back to Vernig. Vernig across. Back to G. G, top of the right circle. Patiently waiting. Back to Vernig. Vernig left side. Comes down left corner. Sends it back to G. G walks. Patiently waits. Fires a shot. Blocked by the Lions. Back over to the far side. Picked up by Gianna. Gianna over to Vernig. Gianna's got to get off the ice. She hit her head. Picked up the Field. Let's left. Field with the fire. On the far side. It's picked up here by Belanger. Belanger fires a shot. It's a Belanger power play goal! At 4:07 to go here in the second period. Eva Belanger on the power play. Top shelf where mama hides the cookies. And they've still got a $1:22 to go on this Jays Beef power play. And referees telling them let's go. Hopefully Gianna is okay as she hit hard there. Out there now is going to be Lee, Belanger, and Conklin. Blue Lanterns are going to be Hall and Krushelnyski. Minute 22 should be what the clock reads on the remainder of the Jays Beef power play. And the referees having the scorekeepers rectify the situation. It's 2-1, folks. And they still got to change it now. They've got number 9 up there for a 2-minute penalty. It should be a minute 22. They're having a hard time getting that out of there. So now the referee's telling them when they have to come off the iron, when they get out of the zone, or when she gets out of the box. Back and forth we're going here. Referee's talking to the coaches. Coach Ellie's like, what are you guys doing? Now they're going to try to get it set up here. The guy's running the score box, not sure. Here comes the referee, going to come in and take over. Lineup out there for the Sabres is going to be 17, 13, 15 up front. That's Lee, Belanger, and Conklin. 7 and 4, Hall and Krushelnyski. 4:07 remaining here in the second. Running out of things to talk about without anything going on here in the game, as the referees are struggling to get 122 up there on the power play. I'm going to take a brief break on the mic, folks. Oh, wait, no, I think they've got it. I think they've got it now. When you think about it, it's going to be 3:07 minus 7 would be 3 minutes. That leaves you at 15 seconds. That would be, what, 2:45 to go here, right? Something like that. Belanger on your draw. Face off, won by the Lions, but knocked free through the hands of Lee, and then now at the Lions. Blocked by Belanger. Belanger across the slot looking for Conklin. Conklin to Hall, left point. Hall back over to Conklin. Conklin down low to Belanger, but she lead to Conklin. Looking to get it out of the zone. Knocked out of midair. Don't touch it, Q. And a face-off going to go here to the right wing circle. It was a high stick on Hall. Now we get the offensive zone face-off for the Lions. 3:46 to go here in the period. About a minute remaining on that Jay's Beef power play. It's Belanger along with Hall, Krushelnyski, Lee, and Conklin. Krushelnyski pushing it up the ice, goes to the outside with speed. Here comes Jaden into the high slot, fires a shot, rebound out front. Nobody home from the Sabres. Coming in is Conklin. Conklin down low, gets run off the puck. Coming in is Lee to dig it out of the boards. Lee, left wing circle now, cycles it back down low for Conklin. Conklin left hash marks to Hall. Hall looking for the one-timer, fires a shot, rebound in the slot, Juicy. Picked up by the Lions, kept in by Belanger. Belanger to Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski, bottom of the right circle, curling around. Lions set up the box, and the Sabres set up their power play. Hall over to the far side for Belanger. Belanger walking it in, goes into the corner for Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski fires a shot off the stick of the goaltender. Out of the zone it goes, and we've got just about 12 seconds to go on this Jay's Beef power play. Knocked up in the air, and Belanger ran into one of the girls from Lovell. I like it. As Belanger slowed her up, wouldn't give her a chance to get the puck. And we are even strength, folks. Hall over here to Golden. Golden curling back around to her forehand, comes back underneath the line into the left wing corner. Chipped it down low for Patak. Patak on the far side. Patak in the right corner hangs onto it. Field in support. Patak over to Jocelyn. Jocelyn right wing hash marks now. Has got Vernig at the blue line. Gets it to Josie. Josie back over here to the near side for Krushelnyski. Picked up by the Lions. Looking to sauce one across. Intercepted by Jaden. Krushelnyski sends one into the benches. Almost took out Coach Ellie, who would have been spitting chicklets, folks. And then not gone blocked by one of her players, making sure Coach Ellie doesn't get one in the mouth. At 2:17 to go here in the period. And currently over in the Rink 5, 19U Shattuck St. Mary's is playing the Winnipeg Avros. They are in their ice cut intermission, and they are winning their game 1-0. Rumor has it they scored on the power play. On the far side, offsides is going to be the call. I actually didn't see it as the puck got dumped in deep. So your lineup out there for the Sabres will be Cinquino, Molnar, and Ligda. Vernig and Pape on the blue line from left to right. Molnar on the draw, won by the Lions here to the near side. Going to be cut off by Cinquino, sent into the hands of Vernig. Vernig up off the glass, bounce it to Molnar. Molnar to Cinquino. Cinquino walks it in, left wing side. Fires a shot, blocked by the defender for Ligda. Ligda down low, going to tie it up. Bodied off the puck by Molnar, collected back by the Lions. Here they're coming up the far side. Picked their pocket is going to be Molnar. Molnar sends it back down behind the goal line. Picked up by the Lions here to the near side. Looking to hit the brakes. Ligda forced to go back behind the net. Coming in is Lee now. Sauced over here to the near side. Trying to break it up the ice. Up the middle they go in front of Pape. One-on-one in front of Emma. Knocked loose by Belanger. Picked up by Vernig, who curls back down behind the goal line. Vernig over to the far side for Pape. Pape fans on a breakout pass. Back behind the net. Coming in is going to be Vernig here to the near side. Forcing it forward up the blue line. Dropping it at top of the right circle. Out towards Belanger. Shot blocked by Belanger for Conklin here in the right corner. Conklin going to put a hammer on somebody in the corner. Two girls from the Lions going to work against two Sabres, along with Vernig. Pape comes down low now in the left wing corner. Back behind the net for Josie. Josie going to send one up off the boards to the blue line. Collected by the Lions. Conklin comes in, leaves it for Lee. Lee up the ice for, I'm sorry, that was Belanger up the ice for Lee in the left wing corner. Can't see what's going on as there's a bunch of fans in the way, of course. Belanger backing up. Lee's in the battle. Erickson at the blue line along with Pape. Conklin must be in that battle too. Squirting out here to the far side to be picked up by the Lions defender. They break it up. Looking to go up the ice in front of Hall. Poke check by Hall out towards Charlotte Lee. In front of the Lion benches, thrown into the hands of Andy Hall. Hall pulling it right up the ice towards the near side. Across the blue line now center. Hall comes in, gives over to Belanger. Hacked at by the Lions. Met by Belanger, drops it for Erickson. Thrown inside the zone, and the Sabres are going to have to regroup. In the right wing corner towards Field. Breaking it out. Swings on and misses. Not for Golden. Golden to Field. Back in the hands of the Lions. Can't get it out as the Lions. Attack down to Golden. Golden, bottom of the right circle. Fires a shot off the crossbar. High into the rafters. It goes out of play at 0.3 seconds to go, it looks like, here on the clock. Then we'll get a cue. Goes to the net, or goes to the box. Goes to the bench. And that'll be the end of the two. I'm not sure what's going on here. There was 0.3 seconds on there. Not like they're going to do much with that, but we're going to get a play onto this, I think. We're going back to the scoring table to get it figured out. I can't tell if they've got it up on the scoreboard or not. Hard to say. I think so. 0.3. It's going to be Lee on your draw. Hall in the slot. Belanger. We need an extra attacker out there, folks. We've only got 5. Here comes 5 and 6. Conklin, Patak, Hall, Lee. Patak now heads to the front, and Lee's going to get tossed as the Sabres did not get their setup going. They need a right-handed face-off man in there, and now that shot and sound is the end of the second period. So after get that sorted out, and we're at the end of 2. At the end of the second period, it's the Lions 2 and the Sabres 1 as we head to our second intermission. This intermission brought to you by Mama Maria's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria in Bensonville, Illinois. Mama Maria is voted the #1 Italian restaurant in Bensonville by me and Rocky. Enjoy the intermission, folks. Welcome back, folks. It's the final frame here at the Super Rink. Conklin, Patak, Cinquino, Hall, Vernig, Q. That's your starting lineup here for the third. 15 minutes on the clock, and the Sabres are working from left to right. Patak picks a pocket, sends it in deep. Down behind the goal line it goes. Going to be Cinquino on the forecheck. Lions trying to break it out here to the near side. Out towards Hall. Hall tried to backhand right back into the hands of the defender. Cinquino on the forecheck. Lions go cross ice quick. Pushing it up across center now. Now to the blue line, looks to fire a shot. Saved by Quinn Kelly. Directed here to the near side and sent over to the underneath the net. It's going to be Vernig on the left right wing corner. Patiently waits. Makes a move around the forechecker. Backhands one forward out of the zone. And it's going to be collected by the Lions. Right over here to the near side. In front of Hall, try to make a move. Down around it, bodies are off the puck. It's going to be smothered by Q into the right wing corner. And it's picked up by Vernig in the right corner. Vernig going to work down low. Here comes Hall. Belanger backing up and covering. Back bottom of the right circle. Poke check by Vernig. Over here to the near side for Lee. Lee up the ice she goes. Sauces it out to Belanger. Belanger at center. Got Ligda with her. Belanger top of the right circle. Fires one rebound. Save up front for Lee. Lee trying to stuff it in. Puck is loose in the corner. Picked up by the Lions. Over here to the near side at 13:47. Sauced up out of the zone towards Pape. In front of Krushelnyski. Top of the right hash marks. Firing a shot blocked by Krushelnyski in the right corner. Coming down low is Ligda along with Lee. And the Lions control out to the right point. Looks to fire. She does low. Blocked by Pape here to the near side. Lee going to get to it and slams it out of the zone, but she had time and space. I don't think she realized it. Off her stick of Krushelnyski. Picked up by Lee. Inside the zone. Charlotte going to work. Right wing hash marks. Try to fire a shot. Blocked by the Lions down by the Zamdors. Down low for Belanger. Knocked loose by the Lions. Lions going to pick it up behind their own net. Work it right to left. Out towards Juliana Golden. Reversing here to the near side. And here comes the Lions. In front of Pape. One-on-one. Trying to toe drag. No go. Pape doesn't buy it. Runs her off in the left wing corner for Belanger. Belanger over to Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski to Golden. Golden chipping it out of the zone into the hands of the Lions. And they're reversing right back up the ice past field. High left circle, try to make a move to the outside. Poke check by Pape. Left wing hash marks now. Pape pushing it up the boards. Pass field back in the hands of Emma. Getting on the offensive side of it. Coming down low is going to be Molnar. Krushelnyski comes in, puts a body on it, knocks it loose. Out to the left point. Swung past field over to the V side for Golden. And back behind the net, Lions controlling. Met by Krushelnyski. Pape back in front of the net. High slot, met by Golden. Right point. Over towards Field and Golden, firing a shot, blocked by Krushelnyski. Jaden going to send one off the net, or off the boards. That puck's going to go down for an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 12:17 to go here in the third period. Offensive zone face-off for the Lions. Out there now is going to be Patak, along with Chinquino and Conklin. Blue Liners are going to be Hall and Vernig. Vernig behind the net, right to left. She's got time and space. Up to Conklin. Conklin slams one out of the zone, but it's into the hands of the Lions, who go D-to-D quick. Chinquino backing up on the forecheck now. Forcing to go cross ice here in front of us. Picked up by the Lions in front of Vernig. Top of the left circle, left wing hash marks now. Coming in is Conklin. Centering pass, thrown off to the far side, collected by the defenseman of the Lions in front of Chinquino. Chinquino, right hash marks. Blocked by Tommy C. And the battle here on the boards, won by Chinquino. Picked up by the Lions, blocked by Chinquino once again. Chinquino headmans into Conklin. Conklin at center, going to send one in deep, all the way down behind the goal line. And here comes Belanger on the forecheck now. Blocked by Belanger. At the blue line, kept in by Vernig. Muscled forward by the Lions. Going down is going to be Lee. Picked up in front. Blocked the shot is going to be Hall. On the far side for Belanger. Belanger chipping it down low for Hall. Hall back up the boards for Belanger. Belanger throws it out towards Lee, intercepted by the Lions. Inside the zone it goes, no offsides. Back in the left wing corner. Chip behind Vernig on the right corner for Ligda. Ligda right wing hash marks now. She's pinned in looking for support. Hall coming in, backing up as Belanger at the right faceoff dot. Sent behind the goal line for Vernig. Vernig here on the near side. One hands one up towards Lee. Lee can't get the puck out. Kept in by the Lions. Left wing corner working. Chip past Vernig. She goes down trying to sell the penalty. Didn't go. Hall on the far side for Ligda. Ligda backhands one towards Belanger. Intercepted by the Lions. Poke check by Lee into the hands of Vernig. And the Sabres get a little bit of a line change as it's Hall tipping it out of the zone. That's going to send her to the box once it's touched up by the Lions. Roughing is going to be the call on number 22. They got their third penalty, and the Sabres are headed back to the power play. That means the Sabres are on the one-man advantage. This power play brought to you by Jay's Beef in Harwood Heights on Montrose and Narragansett. Jay's Beef. You try the rest, now try the best. Toppin and CJ, Johnny, Frankie, the Fortuna brothers. Tell them I said hi, folks. Your power play unit out there now. Belanger and Hall. Lee in the left wing corner. Krushelnyski in front of the net. Pass Conklin here to the near side. Krushelnyski got to come and get it. She gets defensive position on it. Taken down there. Coming in is going to be Conklin. Sent back in the corner for Lee. Lee gets control of it in front of the Zamdors. Back down low for Compton, thrown by the Lions on the far side. Hall comes trucking in, gonna one-hand it forward, picks up the loose change, knocked down by the Lions. Hall gonna take the girl down. Here comes Belanger, gonna touch it up. And we're gonna get a penalty on Hall at 9:57. We're gonna call her for the cross check, and that is the 5th penalty of the contest for the Sabres. So for those of you in attendance to today's game, if you have a ticket and you can prove it, you get yourself a free crumble cookie. That coupon only good on Sundays. So it's 4-on-4 hockey for $1.26, and that'll be a 34-second power play for the Lions. And headed out there now is going to be Krushelnyski, the late change. Pape not allowed on the ice. It'll be Field on the draw. Cinquino out there on the forecheck. Vernig and Krushelnyski on D. Right up here to the near side, past Cinquino. Backhanded in the zone. Krushelnyski going to go trucking down in the left wing corner to get it. Krushelnyski slams it around, just ringing around the zone it goes, all the way down into the left wing corner. And at 9:33, I believe that says, or 39, it's hard to see behind some of that white netting. We're going to get an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 1:07 to go remaining on that 4-on-4. And we'll do it again from the right wing circle to the left of Q. Lee going to take the draw. Vernig and Ligda in the slot. Face-off won by the Lions out of the zone. It's going to slide, though. Pape out there on D. And it's going to be Lions going to work. In front of Lee, out towards Pape. Top of the right line, coming in, right circle. Hanging onto it down low. Pape giving chase. Thrown over here to the left wing corner. Giving up towards Vernig. Cycling off. Met by the high slot for blocked off the puck by Ligda. Ligda poke, checked it free. And it's picked up by Brooklyn. Swatted out of play by the Lions. And we're going to get a face-off just outside the zone. And your lineup out there now is going to be Golden and Belanger, Vernig and Pape. Belanger tied up. Lions going to get it, send it in deep behind Q, ringing around here left to right. Golden coming right to left. Q, Golden sends it on his own. It's going to be Belanger. Belanger, right wing circle, coming down, puck protection, makes the defender fall down. Belanger maintaining control. Hangs on to it. She's going to pull it out of the zone. 22 seconds to go on that 4-on-4. Belanger dragging all the defenders with her. She still has control of the puck. Belanger hits the brakes and she flies right by. Over to Golden. Golden top of the right circle. Hammered into the wall. Loose change coming in is Vernig. Backing up is Pape as the safety. Getting on the defensive side of it is going to be Belanger. She's going to drag it up the boards. Inside out of the zone. Now she pulls it back in her own zone. Sends it forward to Vernig. And thrown right into the corner towards Golden. We are on the PK. This penalty kill brought to you by Classic Packaging of Northbrook, Illinois. Classic Packaging. You can't have a penalty without a box. Back behind the net. Picked up by Pape. Centering pass out. Saved by Q. 8:13 to go. Left wing circle out to the point. Coming over towards Ligda. Now towards Pape. Sent one in the zone is going to be Lions. Vernig comes in. Knocks it free. Picked up by Pape. Pape's going to get it and send one out of the zone. All the way down at 7:58. And that is the end of the power play for the Lions. Coming over towards Ligda, forcing her up the boards. Towards Conklin, now Krushelnyski, left wing dot. Poke checked away by Krushelnyski, thrown out of the zone by Conklin. That'll be an icing when it gets there, and we're going to bring that one all the way back. 7:42 to go here in the third. Out there now for the Sabres is going to be Erickson on the half wall. Lee going to take your draw. Cinquino, Krushelnyski, and Field in the slot. Coming in is Erickson to knock it loose with the face-off dot. Poke check by Krushelnyski, and Jaden comes with a loose change. Here comes Krushelnyski and Cinquino. Krushelnyski fires, rebound out front for Lee. Lee fires a shot. No, rebound, puck is loose. Slammed in by Cinquino, but the referee had already blown it dead at 7:27. No goal. Goaltender able to cover it just long enough as the referee lost sight of the puck. No goal for the Sabres. Your lineup out there now is going to be Patak, Belanger, Conklin, Erickson, and Krushelnyski on D. Conklin in the slot, Patak on the half wall. Coming in is going to be Conklin. Loose change picked up by the defender of the Lions, breaking it out here to the near side towards Belanger. Hitting the brakes, Belanger cut her off. Puck is loose in the blue line side of the own zone for Krushelnyski, picked up by Conklin. Conklin got a trip one forward trying to get it to Belanger. It's cut off by the Lions. High slot, firing a shot blocked by Krushelnyski. Picked up down behind the goal line by Erickson. Shoved over here to the near side for Belanger. Belanger to Conklin. Conklin up the ice, she goes across the center line. Conklin sends one in deep. Into the left wing corner for Belanger. Belanger gets to it, cuts off the line, picked up by Belanger. Sends over to the point for Hall. Hall back into the corner looking for Patak. Patak down low, had Vernig creeping in. Blocked by the Lions into the hands of Vernig now. Vernig down in the corner by the goal line. She comes away with the puck behind the net. Here comes Patak. Coming in his field, right face off that. Fires a shot. Blocked by the Lions, picked up by Patak. Knocked loose by the Lions, back behind the net. Cut off by Johnson Field in the left wing circle. Field coming around here, left wing hash marks. Shoved up the boards, intercepted by the Lions. Kicked out of the zone into the hands of Hall. Hall over here to Lee, off her skates. It goes back inside the Sabre zone, and she drops it for Vernig. Vernig patiently waits, sends it up past Hall. That puck's going to go down for an icing, and we're going to bring that one all the way back. 6:11 to go here in the third. Face-off goes in the left wing circle to the right of Q. Your lineup out there now is going to be Golden, Ligda, and it's going to be Pape on the slot. Muscled out of zone by Ligda. Molnar and Krushelnyski, your other Sabres. Lions defender fanning on the pass, cut off by Krushelnyski into the hands of Ligda. Ligda trying to muscle it inside the zone. It's cut off by Krushelnyski, who's going to finally send one in deep. Down by the Zamdors, collected by the Lions. Here comes Golden, and Ligda trapping. Swung over here to the near side, trying to break it up the ice. Backing up is Krushelnyski. Thrown away by the Lions. That's going to be an icing. They don't know why it was waved off. Poke check by Pape, as Pape had the inside position on the forechecker. Into the slot, out to the right point it goes towards Golden. Bouncing back across, firing a shot. Saved by Kelly. Up and over in the slot it goes. Goal scored by the Lions at 5:30 to go here in the period. And it's 3-1. Making their way back out to center ice. Cinquino, Patak, and Conklin. Hall and Erickson are your blue liners from right to left. Patak on the draw, wins it back to Hall. Hall around, drops it for Erickson. Erickson up to Conklin. Conklin at center, sends one in deep into the right wing corner. Coming down low is Cinquino on the forecheck along with Conklin. Chip past Conklin towards the Zamdors. Cut off by Patak in the right corner. Conklin comes in to knock it loose. Cinquino dragging it forward. Cinquino makes a move to the right side, or left side, into the left wing corner she goes. Hangs onto it, shovels it out to Hall. Hall fires a one-timer, wide right here in front of the net. It's going to be Patak on the, gets to it first, but it's knocked loose by the Lions. And they're pushing it up the ice in front of Erickson. Top of the left circle, looks to fire a shot blocker, saved by Q. Here to the near side for Conklin. Up off the glass, Gorbatenko flip all the way down. That'll be an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back. 4:46 to go here in the period. The face-off goes into the left wing circle. To the right of Q. Out there now for the Sabres. Belanger going to take your face-off. Field in the slot, along with Pape and Lee. Firing a shot blocker, saved by Q down behind the net. Pape coming in, drops it for Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski can't muscle it towards the near side, and it goes DD to Pape. Pape up for Belanger. Belanger with 4.5 to go. On the far side, Belanger in the left wing corner, down low. Center pass up for Hall. For Charlotte Lee, firing a shot. Rebound out front. We're going to get a whistle as one of the Sabres was dumped over in front of the net. That was going to be Jocelyn Field. I did not see what happened at 4:23, but they're saying face-off outside the zone. And it'll be face-off just outside the zone right in front of us, I believe. Nope, out in front of the Lions bench. And it's going to be Conklin, Patak, and Cinquino. Pape and Krushelnyski on D. Face-off won by the Lions, pushed forward by Pape. Into the hands of Conklin. Conklin fires one towards the net, wide left. Coming into the corner is going to be Cinquino. D-to-D pass behind the net here to the near side for Conklin. Breaking out towards the near side is going to be the Lions. Cut off by Patak. Sending his own into the hands of Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski goes D-to-D for Pape. Pape up the boards towards Cinquino. At the blue line, in and out of the zone, it goes right back. Swing and a miss by Pape. Fires one across. And that's kicked off by Q. And we're going to get a whistle at 3:54 to go here in the period. Out there now will be Belanger. Lee and Golden up front. Belanger going to take your face off. Blue liners are going to be Hall and Vernig. Hall slams one up to the right point. Kept in by the Lions. Blocked by Lee. Into the hands of Belanger. Cut off by the Lions. Picked up by Lee. Lee to Belanger. Belanger to Golden. Golden making a move at the blue line. Kicks it to herself now. Hanging on to it. Golden throws it down behind the net in the left wing corner. Coming in is Belanger. Shoved off to the far side. Trying to headman it quick. Goes cross ice here to the near side. In front of Vernig. High left circle. Poke checked across. Picked up around Golden. Looks to fire his toe drag. Makes a move around Belanger. Taken down by Golden. Picked up here by Vernig. Poke check by Vernig. Back in the left wing half wall. Coming in is Hall. Out to the right point. Over towards Lee. Here to the near side. Intercepted by Vernig. Vernig pushing it up the ice. Hits Golden. Golden walks into the blue line. Makes a move. Trying to fire a shot. Blocked over here to the near side. Reverse hit by Golden. Does a nice job going into his Amdors. Field gets moved around. Coming in is Conklin. Conklin picks it up. Conklin back to Field. Patak rather, down low for Field. Backing up is Krushelnyski. Out comes Conklin. Can't get to it is Conklin on the far side for Krushelnyski. Coming in is Patak. Knocked loose into the right corner. Puts her into the wall down low for Hall. Hall here to the near side, curling around to her forehand. Patiently waits. Chips one over here to Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski try to send it to Field. Field pinned in by the Lions. Patak going to put one into the wall. It's a 2-on-2 50-50 battle with 2:28 to go here in the third. Trying to drag it out is Krushelnyski. The 2-on-2 50-50 battle won by the Lions. Out towards Patak, thrown into the right wing corner for Krushelnyski. Krushelnyski gets to it. Lost the glove is going to be Krushelnyski. Hall going to put it in her own little wall. Krushelnyski still battling it out as she lost her stick. Dug out of the wall by Hall. Hall one hands it up here to McConklin. Conklin's got Field breaking. Throws one into the air. Off the face of the defender. Picked up by the Lions. Going back the other way. Here comes Conklin now in front of Hall. Into the left wing corner down behind the net. Hall going to cut her off. Pops it loose. She's pinned in. Here comes Field. Throw from the Lions blows its tire. Field coming in to get on it. Hall comes in, knocks it free. Picked up here by Belanger, who one hands it to Conklin. Conklin at center along with Hall. Going in. High right circle comes in. Toe drag fires a shot blocked by the Lions. Coming in is Belanger here in front of us. Knocked free by the Lions. Coming across is going to be Conklin. She gets the inside position. Hips on hands and throws it to Pape. Pape at the blue line. Curling back around inside her own zone. 1:23 to go. She lost it. Top of the left circle, firing a shot. Saved by Q. We're going to get a whistle. At 1:24 to go here in the third. And the Sabres complete the line change. Your lineup out there now is going to be Ligda, Belanger, and Lee. Hall and Pape are your blue liners. Face-off won by the Lions here to the near side. Then they send it in the left wing corner down low for Hall. Poke check by Hall. Back in the corner for Belanger. Belanger over to Ligda. Ligda bounces it out of the zone. Swung over here to the near side. Picked up by the Lions. Coming in towards Belanger. Picked her pocket is going to be Lee. Intercepted by the Lions. Back down to the corner. Blocked by Pape. Over towards Belanger. Now towards Hall. Left wing, right wing hash marks now towards Ligda. Thrown back here into the right wing corner by the Lions. Picked up by Belanger. Who sends one to Pape. Pape trying to create some space. Picked her pocket is going to be the Lions. Looking to go forehand. Tipped and saved by Q. And the puck is behind the net. And Hall coming in to trap it there. And the net is off, so we'll get a whistle. At 44.6 seconds to go here in the period. Face-off goes to the right wing circle. To the left of Q. Patak going to take your draw. Face off won by the Sabres. Up in the air it goes, glove down by Field. Field going to walk it in at the blue line, makes a move around the defender, fires a shot wide right, header crossed up. Down in the corner for Vernig. Vernig down low, off the stick of Patak into the right wing corner. Here comes Conklin around the right wing half wall. Up, over, and out of the zone it goes into the hands of Krushelnyski, who sends it over to Vernig. Right side, Krushelnyski coming in hard, leaves it for Field. Field at the blue line now. Inside the zone, fires a bouncing puck towards the net, picked up by the Lions. Blocked by Field, out of the zone it goes. Puck's going to go all the way out, we're going to get an icing. And we're going to bring that one all the way back as the Sabres have pulled the netminder. Timeout being called by the Sabres. This timeout brought to you by Benny's Beverage Depot. If you can't find it at Benny's, it ain't worth drinking. Enjoy the timeout, folks. Here we go, folks. Empty net for the Sabres. Belanger on a draw. Conklin fires a shot just wide left with 5 seconds to go here in the game. Knocked down at the blue line. And the girl from the Lions tried to shoot one there well after the whistle. Class act over there. As we take it to our favorite part of the broadcast, Rockies recap. For the visiting team, the Shattuck St. Mary Sabres. Penalties, 5 of them. Number 21, Tommy Cinquino hooking in the first at 7:13. Gianna Monaco interference in the first at 5:45. Number 7, Andy Hall cross-checking at 3:30 in the first. Vernig body checking in the second at 11:05. Hall cross-checking in the third at 9:57. And the lone goal scored by Eva Belanger at 4:07 in the second on the power play. For the home team, Lovell Academy Lions, 3 penalties. Number 5 hooking in the first at 5:58 or second. Number 9 body checking in 4:46 in the second, and roughing number 22 in the third at 10:32. Goals scored by unknown at 5:11 in the first, number 15 at 12:31 in the second, and number 98 at 5:30 in the third. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Catch us in progress as we make our way down to the 19U game. 19U Sabres taking on the Winnipeg Arrows. We'll see you shortly, folks.